Hey everyone, welcome back to Kelly's a Pirate cleaning out the office. So I'm really lacking motivation today, but I thought, you know what, let's just do a little bit, and then we've done a little bit because that's what the thing is all about, doing a little bit every day and then hopefully getting somewhere. So we're just going to start and go from there. So first I have a folder that was given to me as a planner, and I'm still not really ready to let it go. So I'm going to put it in my stationery pile. And I think all the books I'm just going to pull out and make piles. Oh, I've got a Philippa Gregory book. She's my favorite author. Oh, The 19th Wife. Maeve Binchy. Let's see if I can stack these in. Oh, that's my donation bag. I think I might donate this. It's called The Spirit of the Digger. I'm not gonna get around to reading it. So, one more for the donation. Oh, look at that. High tea. Yes. I want to cook some things out of here and make a little high tea. Oh, I have a video idea coming up. I'm actually going to put that there so I can add that. I'm going to put it with my recipe books and then I know where it is. Oh. 1,000 cupcake recipes. Again, I want to make some cupcakes, so we'll put that there. Oh, Zumbo. He had a big... Oh, the receipt's still in here. A big shop in Sydney at some point. And apparently... Oh, it's all about how to make macarons. Again... I better put that with all my cookbooks. Oh, I have a Danielle Steele book. Oh, I have a Pokemon book. I think I'll donate that. We never really got into Pokemon. I think I got it because I thought we were going to go into it. The Safe Place. No phones, no outsiders, no escape. Oh my gosh. An empty bag! Woohoo! Okay. Oh, I have a couple of Christmas cards. Oh, they're from my Zumba lady, so I'll put that in my Zumba folder. Oh, I have a couple of little diamond arts. I'll just put that in the bin. And I've got a couple of baskets here that I think I purchased to do something with, but I'm not sure. Actually, I think I'll put this in the basket box. I'm collecting a whole lot of baskets and stuff, and when I get around to organizing the bathroom, then I'll have them. The only thing is they're like, oh no, they're not stuck together. Okay, I could probably put a liner in there or something, so we'll go put that away now. And I need to also find the bottom of this. This is a butter bell or a butter cover, and I've got the bottom somewhere. See if we can find it. Yes, here's the bottom. So they go like that. I actually might put that in the kitchen to clean it out. And then also maybe it could sit in the kitchen for next time I need to melt butter, but I'll probably forget about it. I think I bought this to sell at one point as well, but I'm just not sure how well I would sell something so delicate. Okay, I put all the cookbooks away. These are 2 dresses that my mum gave me, and I just not sure that they're going to fit right now. Let's try them on. I don't think that these are my colors at all. I also don't like the way I can see my bra strap, and I can see it at the back, and it's a bit tight in some areas. I know that I'm losing weight and it probably will fit a bit better, but yeah, not my colors at all. So donation. This dress is my color pattern. I'm just a bit worried about my tummy that's there, sticks out a bit. If I lose a little bit of weight, it probably will look a bit better. This looks a bit weird to me though, because if I go like this, I will keep it though, put it in the wardrobe, and hopefully by sort of summer it will be good. It's super long, it goes down to my ankles. I love a long dress, I do. My microphone died, so now I'm going to have to do a voiceover and tell you what I said. So this is a bag of random Pokemon books as well that, yeah, like I said, I purchased them thinking we were going to get into Pokemon. This is like 2 years ago as well, so not a recent thing due to the Coles promos or anything like that. I think that I will just shove everything again in a box and do a resale later, because I just need to look at decluttering stuff first. A couple of clear containers are always handy, especially in our fridge. This one I just found over there off camera. So I will put them in the kitchen and wash them up ready for the fridge, because I need some food storage ideas. Here it's a whole box of skincare that I had planned to do a video with again. It's why it's back in the office, but sadly haven't got around to it. So I'm just now going to go and shove it into the hallway corridor, and I will deal with it later because it needs a little bit of time and attention to deal with it. I have a scarf, a hat and an umbrella, so I'm going to walk right now and go and put them all where they belong. I have another box of random skincare and bath stuff, and I think I was saying that something had leaked in here. There's also a calculator in here for some reason, so I think I was just talking to myself as I moved everything around. But again, I'm going to just go shove this into the corridor cupboard. Here I was just saying, do you guys remember a couple of years ago now I cleaned out the corridor cupboard? It's kind of our linen cupboard. It was completely chockers with just random bits and pieces, and it's now looking like that again. So I'm going to have to clean it out again. But hey, there's going to be a video now to declutter, because I know you guys like decluttering house. This is a bum bag type thing that I got from Avon years and years ago. It's from Curves label when we sold them, and clearly when someone made them ages ago, they didn't expect a phone to be any bigger than the tiny little flip phones, as you can see from the clear pouch that's there. It's got a space to hold your water bottle as well, but when I go out for a walk I need my backpacks, I need my purse with it and my battery pack and things like that, so I'm going to donate this on. I always look in bags to see if there's any money in there or any cards or any bits and pieces, because yeah, it's a long time since I've used certain bags and I can remember usually where I was. So this is a crossover body bag, and it's so good, especially if you're out and about for the day and you don't need lots, like if you're leaving from a hotel or something. So it's something easy to carry everything with. So I'll put that on my chair and I'll put it in the bedroom a little bit later. Here we've got a bag full of red fluffy wool. I probably will never plan on knitting with it, so I'm just going to add it to the donation pile. Here is a sparkly little purse that I know that I got from Mary Kay. It's like a little makeup bag, and I was just saying that I'm umming and ahhing about what to do with it because I really like it, but I'm not sure that I would use it. But I also haven't gotten around to decluttering the bathroom yet. And I know that also Shaved Dignity is coming out later in the year, so maybe that would be a good place to donate them. The pink bag I like because it's a little bit bigger, and I was saying that maybe my bingo pens and stuff could fit into it. Again, I'm just going to hold on to it until the end of the year and go through things. I decluttered most of this stuff. Well, I moved most of this stuff from one room to another kind of 2 years ago and figured I'd deal with it then. And some stuff I am decluttering now because I really haven't touched it in a few years. But other stuff I've moved through seasons of life where I might be moving on to do other things. Oh, this is a little mesh bag that I said I'll add that to the pile to think about later as well. We've got a loofah here that I never use anymore because they get moldy in the shower, so I'll donate that. And a little plastic bath container that I would have got ages ago to put together the beauty product kits that we've had with Avon and Mary Kay. So both of those can get donated on. I found a bag of money. It's a whole lot of different denominations. They're all coins, but from all different countries. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with it. I don't know whether it's worth taking to one of those cash exchange places and seeing if I can get something. I probably have like a whole $2 worth of coins. There are a couple of Australian coins in here. Maybe I'll dig them out and use them. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. And then also I do find a notepad, so we're going to add that to the thing, and we find 3 pens in here as well. We also find a whole pile of little safety pins. Oh, my old iPhone, I talked about saying that I'm going to power it up and see if I've left anything on there because it did die rather quickly, but you can usually sell iPhones on eBay for parts as well. So I might see if that's worth something. Oh, I found another pen. The little safety clips in here that I talked about. Oh, and these little figurines, I bought these from like an op shop because ages ago Kira and I were looking at setting up like a little cactus little business to sell not cactuses, succulents, like the little decorative succulents in pots and stuff like that. We were looking for something to do together, and then we were looking at getting a whole lot of these like little figurines and doing like the little fairy gardens in the little glass, what are they called, terrariums. And then we never got around to it, so I'll just put them on my chair for now, but I will put them away in my display cupboard so they're safe and out the way. I have a little Tupperware measuring container that needs to go back to the kitchen, and oh yes, some wooden pegs. I have no idea why they're even in here. I found some more money in the box, real money this time, so $4.10. So I was just saying that, see, I got paid to clean, so I will stick that into my purse. I also found in here just some old cough lollies and some other random bits and pieces. Also in here was a bag from Mary Kay that was a little bag of cooking stuff. So there's a set of measuring cups that are all hearts. I probably won't ever use them because they look like they'd be a bit of a nightmare to clean, but there is a whisk in here and a spatula, and I will use those in my kitchen. Yes, so I donated the measuring cups because there's no way I'm going to be cleaning those anytime soon. I sit here and played around with this calculator for a while, wondering if it worked and wondering why I even have it. And then I remembered that I was planning on doing some budgeting stuff on the channel a while back, and it's good to have a calculator to show stuff. But then I went in a different direction. So I'll probably still keep it, but I don't know if I'll use it. This is a random box of stuff that I just said today was too hard to go through because there's lots of little things in here, so I just kind of moved it to another day, and now we have another bag and a whole pile of books that we're going to go through. I found another 2 Danielle Steele books. I won't read them, so I'm going to put them in the donation pile. I did say that I think that the book I was talking about last decluttering was called Star. I could have sworn though she knew how to play the piano and she broke her hand or something like that and couldn't play, but the descriptions I found online said that she's a singer, so I'm not sure. Everyone was helpful with ideas, but I'm just not sure that yeah, anyway, I was just curious to remember. This book is by Fiona McCallum, and it's an author that my mum has recently discovered, so I probably picked this up for her, but I'm saying that I just noticed that it says book 3 of the series, so I might just put it in my pile and then see if I can find the others for her, because also same, I know if it goes to her house it'll probably just sit there for a while. And then I have an empty bag, so I threw that to the side. Pamela Hart, The War Bride, I definitely would like to read that. I do pick up books that I like the look of. And this book is called Making a Meal of It. I got it from the Buy Nothing group, and when I flipped through it, it's talking about how to preserve foods and cook with them and do bits and pieces, and there's little recipes in there. And I did read out a little bit about bread, but I might do that in another video because I can't remember what I had read. Kate Morton, The Distant Hours. She's one of my favorite authors, so I'm excited to be able to read this. I thought that I'd read it last time that I picked it up, but I haven't, so we'll just add that to the pile of things to read. And The Sunday Wife. I would have been curious by the title. I'm sold very easily on titles of books or covers. I do remember saying that while I sat there and read through the back of the book. This is a Sophie Kinsella book, Mini Shopaholic. She has written, I think it's the Shopaholic series. They turned it into a movie with Isla Fisher. And I've also just read one of her books called The Undomesticated Goddess. It was about a woman who worked as a lawyer and she lost her job and she ended up identity crisis in someone's house as a housekeeper, and she doesn't know how to cook, and it was really funny. So I'm keen to read another one of her books. This book is Music and Freedom by Zoe Morrison. From what I could tell, the way that the cover is, the title's a bit all over the joint. And it just has in here that Alice learns to play the piano age 3 from an orphanage in Australia. So that's what sold me on the book that's here. And then I've got this book from Leanne Moriarty, is it? Apples Never Fall. I've just finished reading one of her other books. It was called The Three Wishes and it was about 3 sisters, and I really struggled. I didn't even finish it. It was an audio book. I don't have any siblings, so I understand that I struggled to get into it, but I do understand sibling rivalry, but they were just arguing all the time in the book and it just wasn't for me. So yeah, I think I'll donate this book as well. This is Farewell to the East End by Jennifer Worth. She's the woman who wrote the Call the Midwife books that they made the TV series out of. And I have the other books somewhere, so I'm excited to be able to read with those. The Rumour Mill by Roxy Giaco. I think she's a PR person. She's been all over the news last year. She wrote another book that I read, something about, again, an assistant who got fired as a PR assistant and started up her own PR company. But yeah, it's probably, I did enjoy the first one. It was pretty funny, but I just don't think I'd get around to reading this, especially with all the others that you can see here. So this is going in the donation pile as well. This book is called The Gentleman's Guide to Grooming, and I think I got this for my son because I figured that he would read a book rather than listen to me. It's about how to style your hair, wash your face, all your hygiene things, but just wasn't really interested in it at all. So again, I'm just going to add it to the donation pile. It's got lots and lots of good things in there. I got this book by Kathy Kelly. It's called Just Between Us. I just picked it up because I had started reading another one of her books and I had enjoyed it. I just hadn't got any more into reading it because I got busy. And so I was like, oh, that's an author I know. So I just grabbed it and I'll add it to the pile eventually. This book is by Monica McKerney. It's called The Alphabet Sisters. Every family has its secrets. So we will add that to the reading pile. The Avengers, the novel, it's like a comic book, but it's got pictures from the movie. I thought my son would like it, but he no longer cares, so passing it on. The next book we have is J.H. Fletcher, Land of Golden Wattle. So it is an Australian saga. So of course I was taken by the cover and the word Australian, so we'll add that to the reading pile. A Place to Call Home by June Francis. I picked this up because it has in here that it's about the war in Britain in the Second World War, and there's books on the back that she's done a whole series, so maybe I'll look at getting them down the track. And it looked similar to Call the Midwife, so it's why I picked it up to add it to the reading list. This book is called The Trouble with Goats and Sheep. And it just says on the back 1970s Britain, and people have said it's a delight from start to finish, so, and it's funny. So I thought, okay, that sounds like a book that I would read. Lavender Road by Helen Carey, and it just has 1939. Lavender Road follows the entwined lives of women who live in the south of London during the first year of the Second World War. So again, a World War book, so I would definitely read that. This book is called Sundog by Monique Roffey. I spent ages reading the back trying to figure out what it's all about, and it's probably just not for me, so I've decided to donate it on. This is Me Before You by Jojo Myers. I've seen the movie, of course I love it, and I just wanted to make sure that I read the book, so I'll add that to the pile. This book is called The Woman in the Wood by Leslie Pierce, and I think also I turned it over and saw there was another book on the back, so I thought, oh, she's got more than one book. And the description has, one night in the 1960s, the twins awake to find their father pulling their screaming mother from their house, and she's committed to an asylum. And I said, that sounds like my house. Sounds like a book I would read, so add that to the pile. Here is The Gold Miner's Sister by Alison Stewart, and it has, in 1873, Eliza arrives in the gold mining town of Maidens Creek searching for her brother. So it looks like it's an Australian book. Again, I was taken by the cover, and she has gorgeous red hair, so yes, that's a book for me. This one is Mistress of My Fate by Hallie Rubenhold. 22nd of October 1789. I shall never forget that day. I shall never forget the decision I made. Dun dun dun. So, yep. Again, I was sold by the cover. This is My Life in France by Julia Child. I picked it up because I enjoyed the movie that I saw, but flipping through this now, it's very wordy. There's a couple of pictures and stuff in there. I just don't think I'm going to sit down and read it, so I will donate it. This book is called Housewife Superstar, The Very Best of Marjorie Bly by Danielle Wood. Has on the back that she's a domestic goddess, pioneer recycler, author, queen of the household scene, near unbeatable in an agricultural show, and no slouch in the matrimony department. The inspiration is widely rumoured based from Dame Edna Everage. Oh, good character. Jam-packed with Marjorie's hints and recipes and her wisdom. Oh, I'm excited to be able to read that. This book is called Yes Chef by Lisa Joy. It says it's not just cooking that goes on in the kitchen. Sassy foodie Becca is overtaking her job reservations for London's most successful restaurants, and she moves on in life. So, bit of mystery. This book is called Senior Moments, The Complete Guide on How to Be a Senior, and there's a whole lot of funny little bits and pieces in here, and it's someone talking about what things used to be like and what it is now. So it has on the back here, you can remember being told the king was dead, George, not Elvis. Your home phone rings and you answer it and you still have no idea who's on the other end. Your wardrobe has become iconic, you're not back in fashion, but you're hip, and ironically you have an artificial hip. I did get it for my mum to read, so I think I'll pass it on to her. We have a bag full of those Woolworths brick things. We were clearly collecting them. I think we just gave up halfway, so I will just donate the rest of the bag that's here. And then inside this bag was just some random things of Panadol, and there was a Band-Aid and bits and pieces, so we'll probably just chuck those because I think they've been sitting in there for about a year. So I think here I was just saying, oh, that's enough for today. I'm glad that I do at least have a little bit of a haul here. There were a couple of other books that I have donated. I just didn't show you everything because I had to re-talk through everything, and I figured time to move on. There are a couple of other books that I kept, and maybe eventually when I get around to reading them, I'll share them with the monthly wrap-up day. But we have a pile of donations here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books, or 11, 12 books, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things to donate as well, so we can add those to our numbers of decluttering in the house, and we have bits and pieces of rubbish as well, which is fine. So I just said thank you so much for joining with me today. I hope that you've enjoyed this little declutter. I know it wasn't a lot, just me beginning to build up my library, but still I've had a good time. Thank you so much for joining with me. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.